Hi, I'm Miguel Perafita. I'm 18 years old and the application I've been building for the last 8 months is launching in a week, which means I only have 7 days to prepare everything. Yesterday, I wrote down everything I need to get done before and during launch, and how much time I think each task will take me. Taking all this into account, I divided all tasks between the days left before launch. Today, I'll take care of preparing and scheduling the Product Hunt launch. In case you don't know, Product Hunt is a social website where anyone can launch their projects and they get voted up by the community. This means that if you make something good, you could get more votes than a VC-backed launch if both happen at the same day, or rank higher on the landing page. So let's schedule our post. So here's our finished post. I've settled with a simple tagline: convert your website to a static site on one click. Another just developer tools and tech tags, even though you cannot afford, because I apparently cannot control the order of them, and I can only get developer tools to show up first, which is, I would say, the most important tag if I don't add a web app and a support as a service tab. So I've also scheduled it for April 3rd instead of the 1st of May, because I cannot schedule more than a week in advance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back tomorrow and change the scheduled day to be the 1st, because then it will be on a week's distance. So anyway, I've added the link, I've added a thumbnail, though I want to change this into an animated one that I'll try to have made or maybe make it myself. I think that's scheduled for Thursday or maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those days. So the status is available now. And the gallery, I've had some trouble with this because apparently I can upload an image. Like let's say we upload a Twitter card. Since the first image you upload is used as a Twitter card when someone says the Product Hunt link. So the image is uploaded and shown here. But then when I click update and click on the Sitesauce post, it doesn't show up. So I'm going to reach out to the Product Hunt team about this, and hopefully they'll have a solution. I've also gone with a description that both explains what Sitesauce is about and how it can help you. So it says, Sitesauce converts dynamically generated website like WordPress blogs. I always find it useful to add an example there because maybe not everyone knows what a dynamically generated website is, but everyone knows what WordPress is. And converts them into static sites in one click and then keeps them updated when the content changes. So that's the part of what it does. And then how can it help you? Allowing you to reduce server cost and page load times and increase scalability and security. So this is like the main benefits I could think of. I have to add a launch article to Sitesauce when I write one. That's for Monday, I think. And then this is the first comment, which is important because it's the first thing people will see, and it is used to explain your history, explain why you had this idea, and then kick off a discussion, maybe tell people to ask you questions or offer a discount or anything. So I used a template, or not really a template, I copied the comment that I had on my last launch, the Devlog launch, and changed it up a little. So I kept the introduction. I added a short paragraph explaining why I built it. I added some really short and visual with using emojis as list elements because the Product Hunt community loves emojis of the main things that Sitesauce allows you to do. And then finally, I told people that I will be taking questions and everything. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to log into whip.chat, which is a community of makers I'm part of, and they have a Telegram chat where you can share things and get feedback. So I'm going to share a screenshot of the description and the maker comment to see if there's anyone who has some feedback for me. Okay, so I've now updated the description a little bit. The main comment I got was by Erwin, who gave me this great list of suggestions. First, make sure you address the reader. So instead of saying Sitesauce allows you to convert your static sites, your dynamically generated sites, says converts your dynamic site instead of it converts dynamic sites in general into a static Sitesauce, and also it keeps the site updated. So it made it like more relevant to the user. I divided the one sentence into little short sentences, and I had already tweaked the wording a little bit using Grammarly, but he helped me a little more with that. Yeah, he also said that he was no copywriter and these were just like general suggestions he had been hearing for a while. So still, I think it's a great list of advice, but take it with a grain of salt. So I've changed this a little bit, and I'm going to save it. And yeah, I think that's it. Let's mark it as completed. So write product hunt copy, completed. Write the maker comment, completed, and schedule the product hunt launch, completed. Let's see what we have next. Add product hunt notification to landing. Okay, so what this means is we want to add a little badge to the bottom of the landing page, explaining that we are now live on Product Hunt and you can come give your feedback on that. So let's get that done. So here's what I made. When you enter the page, you see this little alert pop-up that says that Sitesauce is live on Product Hunt, and you can click here to go to the product page. If you click the X button, it disappears, and then when you reload the page, it won't appear again. This is achieved via local storage. There is a hide banner true that is set and that prevents the banner from appearing. I copied this code from the Tailwind CSS website. It uses it to show and hide an alert saying that Tailwind UI is available using Alpine, which is what I'm using for this landing page. And I also added a special check to see if the URL is ref Product Hunt, because I don't want people coming from Product Hunt to see the banner saying that I'm live on Product Hunt, because they already know. So if they visit the website with this URL, it will automatically add the setting, and then if they visit other pages or they visit this page again, because this shows on all pages, it won't appear at all. So one thing less to do, and that's also done. And that's everything I had for today. I'll now try to edit this devlog, which is an experiment that I've been wanting to do for a little while. It's definitely a lot more difficult than I thought, especially since I'm not a native English speaker and my pronunciation gives it away a lot. So yeah, let's see how it turns out. I'll hopefully have this out today and another one tomorrow. If you have any feedback on the format or suggestions or anything, they are totally welcome. You can comment them below or send me a tweet. And you can also subscribe if you want to get more of these once they hopefully get better, which they may. And this has been day one. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.